Hello, my name is Ashley Ray, and I'm your dedicated account representative for Coleman Technologies. Coleman Technologies is one of the leading VMware reseller partners in the world, and we also happen to be the sole holder of the Master VMware contract for the state of Illinois. This contract allows you to purchase VMware products and services at an extremely discounted rate, without hassle, and through a company who is widely known for our expertise in delivering this product and service as well. I'd like to talk to you as soon as possible about your data center so that you, like many other organizations have already done, can start taking advantage of the benefits that virtualization has to offer. For example, take a look at one of our customers who has already decreased their cost while increasing productivity by using virtualization desktop software.
My name is Tom Petrie. I'm the coordinator of network technology for Collier County Public Schools in Naples, Florida. We have 44,000 students and 6,000 staff members for a total of 50,000 network users. So we have a pretty big environment overall and over 700 physical servers currently, which are all running VMware ESX 3.0. We started looking at virtualization about server consolidation. When we looked at what it could do there, we saw virtualized desktops as a unique opportunity for us to take advantage of the technology even further and be able to centralize our desktops and save money. We looked first at PC Blade technology from ClearCube and HP's consolidated computing infrastructure, but neither solution was as flexible as the VMware virtualized desktop infrastructure, which massively reduces the remote support costs associated with having technicians in the field because costs are essentially centralized now and can be handled from a network operations center. In terms of high availability and reducing the costs, I think VMware is just pretty cool in what it can do. For instance, using vMotion, we're able to move desktops around as needed in our environment. With HA, if a server fails, we're able to move all those VMs over automatically to keep the VDI environment running. And through DRS, we use it in a monitoring kind of state that it alerts us if there's a better way to run our environment. The desktops are more dynamic just depending on what the user is doing. So we use it in an advisory state to let us know when we should move desktops around. It's very easy to control desktops and redeploy them at will as needed. In a traditional environment, you'd have to visit the workstation. It could take 6 to 8 hours to get that desktop up and running. Now with VDI, you just deploy another desktop and they're back up and running in 20 minutes, all without ever visiting the user's workstation. We currently have 21,000 desktops in the district. The original scope of this project was to do it in phases over 3 years. We would virtualize 6,000 of our desktops every year until almost all of our desktops were virtualized. Everything is accessible from the data center. There's basically thin clients in the field that access the virtual machines remotely through a remote protocol, in our case, HP's remote graphics software. Along with the implementation of VDI, one of the things that we chose to do was implement an application virtualization product called Softricity SoftGrid, or now Microsoft SoftGrid application virtualization. So a user logs into a generic virtual machine and then based on their Active Directory authentication, gets applications delivered to them dynamically on demand. And then a user can just launch the application. The application runs in an isolated environment, allowing the user to essentially access any application on any virtual machine no matter where they log in. So through the VDI environment, it's exponentially increased the speed with which we can deploy applications nearly instantaneously to the entire district, and also reduce the complexity associated with it as well. Our VDI environment, we feel, is much easier to manage than a traditional PC environment in that we're not moving all over the place. We're able to very centrally manage the environment. Once our technicians and staff become familiar with the environment, it's very easy to control desktops and redeploy them at will as needed. Once we got going with it, we saw how cool the technology really was. We just ran with it, just never looked back, and that's why we moved from server consolidation to now virtualized desktop infrastructure. And we're constantly looking at everything that VMware can do for us because we're constantly finding new uses for it all the time.